Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the month of August 2025. So Libra, what's in store for you this month ahead? You have patience coming out. You may be playing the long game with something that I'm just intuitively picking up on. This is random, has nothing to do with the card. There could be something in your life that you are transitioning out of. You could be in some sort of liminal space, but it requires a lot of finesse. And it's like you can't just abruptly leave. You can't just abruptly remove yourself from something. You have to sort of prepare for your exit. You have to gently move out of something. Like, for example, if you're moving positions in your career within the same company, you're having to train somebody for your position that you're moving out of, then you have to train for the new position. And so you're doing that very slowly. It's a process. If you're moving houses or locations, it's like you have to fix the house up, you have to pack your things, you have to make sure everybody is settled and, on the same page. And then you have to, I'm seeing like a transition that it needs some time, so that way you cause as little upset as possible is taking place here. And you may be feeling impatient because you just want to get it done and over with, but you understand why things have to move in the way that they're moving. And so the month of August may be very transitionary for you in that regard. It says, if you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met soon. Often change soon follows. So beautiful messages there. Definitely some sort of gradual transition is what I'm picking up on for you. And so you're just being patient with that. And this is also confirmation that that transition will go very smoothly and very successfully. So if you have any amount of guilt for leaving, don't, because it's all fine and everyone is happy for you to be, because it feels like whatever you're moving towards, it's going to be a lot better for you. And so there's a lot of happiness that people have that you're making this transition, whatever it may be. We have the Seven of Vessels with Mourning coming out as your first card. So this is a pretty intense and heavy energy to be starting the month of August out in. You may be longing for something that has been lost, or really having to sit with your feelings around change in August, especially the beginning of August, which makes sense for the prediction that we just picked up on, the energy we just picked up on. Whenever you leave something behind, there's always mourning, whether that's like, oh man, I'm leaving my coworkers behind, I love them so much, I'm so sad, or even if it's like a relationship or a location or anything, it's like, whenever we have these changes in life, a period of mourning usually occurs. We have the Queen of Stones with Bear. So there is a feminine energy in your life. They could have strong earth placements, and that would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't know why I just blanked out for a second. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and that would be their Sun, Moon, Rising, most likely, who is very nurturing and helpful, okay? So it's like, even if you feel like a failure, even if you feel like you're asking for too much, this person is always like, you're not asking for too much, and they're very empathetic, compassionate. They kind of have a motherly vibe towards you. Which is very beautiful, even if they're a partner, because for some of you this could be a romantic interest. Not saying that you should view your romantic interests as your parent, but there's just a lot of compassion and love that's being sent your way generally, and a lot of people who want to help you that are like all around you, so that's very beautiful as well. We have the Two of Stones in reverse with Challenge coming out here. Yeah, there's some elements of what's going on in your life that's may be a little bit hectic and difficult. Two of Stones in reverse, we have these two rabbits here that are fighting. I am wondering if there's some sort of tension between you and someone else, and that may be causing this need to make a transition in the first place, or because you're in this transitionary energy, it's causing tension with whoever this person is. I don't know why I'm seeing challenge, conflict, and tension. It feels like with one person in your life in particular. We have the Sun of Life in reverse. Yeah. I think when you embrace your truth and when you embrace what your heart really, really wants, and you live your life truthfully and honestly, you have no choice but to be happy. You have no choice but to be protected by the world and have good experiences happen for you. And so this card is really saying, like, go with your heart, and all will be well. And it also promises you that the sun will rise after this period of mourning, you know? And sometimes this period of mourning is so necessary. It's like if you're leaving a big chapter behind, it wouldn't make any sense to do a reading where we're like, yeah, you're gonna be totally happy all the time. Like, no. I feel that you're returning back to a place of peace and happiness and fulfillment in the month of August. So it's like, yeah, you're going to deal with waves of difficult emotions, with waves of mourning and loss and grief. But then you'll also have these waves of peace and feeling protected and loved and happy and very clear-minded. And as time goes on and you allow these waves to come, those waves of peace and prosperity and happiness will become bigger and bigger and bigger until the waves of grief are so small. You know, it's like your life grows around the grief, making the grief seem smaller as time goes on. So that's very lovely. And we do see emotionally feeling happier as the month goes on. We have the King of Arrows coming out in reverse here. There could be a masculine spirit, a masculine presence in your life, and that could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, though. I am wondering if they're not so happy with you, and I don't know why I'm picking up on like a father figure. Father-in-laws seem particularly interesting right now, or there's someone here who may be very stern, cold, and pointed, crass in their communication that you're picking up on. And that could be a little bit uncomfortable. So I don't know if there's anyone like that in your life. Maybe this has to do with that person that we had tension with, that we saw earlier, challenge with. And then we have the Great Bear with the Judgment card coming out as your final card in the month of August. So I do see the Judgment card as a reconciliation card. Okay. I am wondering if any of you guys in the month of August, you know, may be reconciling some sort of connection with someone who you had a falling out with in the past. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be for some of you, like an ex or something, but this could also be friendship as well. Like you haven't spoken to a friend in a while because of fill in the blank, whatever reason. And then you somehow end up talking again, reconciling, and make this stern decision to let them back into your life. And I view this Great Bear as like, look at this cave. This cave sort of represents your heart, and the bear represents your ability to make these judgment calls. And the bear is deciding who gets access to the cave, my heart. Okay. And when this card comes out upright, I'm seeing the decision, yes, okay, I'm going to take this thing, this person, place, or thing that I enjoyed in the past, I enjoyed in this past cycle of my life, and I'm deciding that I still want a future here with this person, place, or thing. And I don't know why I feel guided to say that decision may ruffle a few feathers. But again, it's like you're listening to what your heart wants and you're going with it, and you know, it may involve some challenge, but you know that it's the right thing to do. And with the Queen of Stones coming out here, there is someone here, there could be multiple people here who actually do support your decision and will love you through it and have so much compassion and empathy, and they'll help you as well if it involves any logistical thing. The bear spirit seems very important in this reading, okay? And bears to me represent fierce motherly love. So there are people who are sort of giving you this motherly love, I believe, and supporting you in whatever you decide, okay? So go with your heart. Thank you so much for joining me, Libra. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one. The link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.